Hi Virgo, this is your March 2018 reading. My name is Donatella and we are doing your reading today. First of all, I just want to tell you thank you so much for joining my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. What I wanted to tell you first is, let's talk about Mercury retrograde. Mercury is your planet. It does definitely affect you individually. It affects you and it also affects Gemini. It is your planet. The reason for that is you guys are the planet of communication. And during this time, you're going to hear a lot of communication that is completely jarbled. So if you're getting information from people, just make sure that you really look into what they are saying. Make sure that you are reading exactly what you are signing. Make sure you're looking into reviews of what you are buying, because all of this stuff can go backwards, meaning it can collapse or you can misunderstand a lot of things that are being told to you. Virgo, this is the time to be completely honest and speak up exactly honestly of your truth. Your truth has not been heard, it has been jarbled, and it has been confused. This is the time to use your sharp tongue and to be specific on what you want. But I would not do anything yet until mid-April. For sure. Please promise me, mid-April. I don't want you to cause any problems in your life. You are going to notice a lot of things clearing up from that time. There's a lot of frustrations right now going on because you can't speak. I get it. I understand. Hold on for a second, okay? Hold on to this ride, because there's a lot of things that are going to be creeping up. You need to understand them first before you start talking your truth. I know you got to say a lot of things. Right now, say it in a way that is not disrespectful. Say it in a way where you are clear if you have to say it in such a way. But make sure you do it in such a diplomatic way where you're not burning bridges and you're still the beautiful Virgo that you are, my dear. So moving on, I know I don't want to take up too much of your time, Virgo. You're always busy. You're always on the move. You're always taking care of stuff. So I totally understand. You have the Queen of Wands in your cup, and your cards, sorry. The first card that I receive is Queen of Wands. She's standing upright. So either you're in a position of power at home doing all the finances or figuring out the finances. If you're in a relationship right now, I see you like being in charge of the money or thinking about money a lot or very passionate about money, or someone else is not picking up the pace, or you're not picking up the pace and someone else is picking up the pace. That is the thing I'm feeling right now, but a lot of passion, a lot of drive for that money. And if this is not you, then it's formulating a plan that needs money, that needs to get. I mean, some people are just superly focused on love, but I think you're more focused on the passion that you have for whatever drives you right now, is what I'm seeing. Or what I'm also seeing is possibly there could be a fire sign in your life that is controlling your money. So if you have a Sagittarius, or you have a Leo, or you have an Aries in your life, the Queen of Wands usually represents a fire sign. So if it's not this passion that you have towards a goal that has just instilled inside of you, I believe it's about money, but it could be anything that you're just so passionate about. Or it could be the fire sign that is in your life that is creating frustration or blockage from your passion. Either way, or a person that is very fiery, like just pops off, and you feel like you kind of have to go around them to do whatever you need to get done for your own goals, is what I'm saying. I see what is crossing you is the Ten of Wands. There's a lot of weight on you. I feel like you have so much pressure on yourself right now. I have to think about this, and I have to think about this. I have to manage this. I have to manage that. How am I going to manage all this stuff? So I get it. You just have so much responsibilities on yourself right now, and this is why this passion has risen inside of you. You have felt in your past, the reason why you feel like this is because in your past, you've seen the lack. Maybe it wasn't a sense of homelessness, but it was like a sense of like, you guys didn't have money and you guys really freaking struggled. Maybe there wasn't food in the fridge, or you guys were on welfare, or like shit was really hard, man. And you kind of hide it. You don't really talk about it, and it's very private to you. And it's only like people that really, really know you very well, or when you try to explain a lesson, people will get it. But it's always that thought in the back of your mind that I never want to be on welfare, or I never want to be less than so and so. That's always on the thought of your mind. Like I will have my money eventually, or I will get out of debt, or I will blah blah blah. But I feel like that is really what's pushing you, and it's just that thought of I don't want to be homeless. I don't want to not have the clothes that I need. I don't want to be begging other people from the window, or just that feeling of, you know, that feeling you get when you're shopping and you want that diamond ring, or you want that watch, or you want that clothes, and you're looking at the tag and you're like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I afford this? Yeah, it's $850, but I should freaking buy it because I have enough goals for that. I have whatever, like I know I could do this, but it's that nasty feeling of like, why shouldn't I be able to buy this stuff? I should have more than enough. I should. And that feeling can leave you a feeling of burden when you work too hard. So it's either that option. Sometimes you feel like either I have this damn burden of working my ass off, or I have this damn burden of feeling like a homeless person. There's no in between. It's either I feel like this or I feel like this. Either we're progressing or we're regressing. What are we doing? Even if it's for a relationship, Virgo, you're thinking about that all the time. Am I going forward or am I getting back? Am I going backwards? Because this shit is starting to really get annoying me. Sorry, I actually cuss. So if I offend anybody, I really apologize. But yeah, it's this feeling of like going back and forth, like or getting reminded of the poverty, getting reminded of the lack, or getting reminded that you're not impoverished, or feeling impoverished all of a sudden and being reminded that you weren't impoverished before, or just the feeling of like, I will never be impoverished. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like that idea, that feeling of like, I need to have my goals because I don't want this lifestyle. I don't want this type of lifestyle, so I need to have those kind of goals, is what I see. Okay, so moving on, the Hierophant. So I see the Hierophant reversed. And when it's reversed, it's like you don't want to sign that contract anymore. I think a lot of Virgos are starting to feel more independence lately. And I don't know if you guys are thinking about like divorce or breakup, or I lost my lack in faith of people, or I don't believe in marriage anymore, or whatever the hell. There's some kind of contracts that you don't believe in anymore. Like maybe you guys were in business with someone before and you guys signed contracts together going into business, and you're like, fuck this shit. I don't want to be in business anymore with someone else. So it's that feeling of I don't want to be in contract. I don't want my car payments anymore, or I don't want to be married anymore. It's just that feeling of like, I don't want to be restricted by anything or anyone, like no restrictions. Because in the past you had 3 of Swords and it's upside down. It doesn't happen anymore. But you're not going to let anybody rip your heart anymore. You've had your heart ripped so many times that you're just done with this shit. And no one can do it to you anymore. It's done. It's done. That's why this no contract feeling phase came. Something had happened to you that even if you were going to kind of get engaged, or let's say like you were in a serious relationship, you kind of saw something nasty about a person, but I don't see you really talking about it. I see like you feel nasty about them, but you're not really speaking up. Because they're either you have been burned by them, or previous, or like even let's say 15, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you were burned so bad. Even if you're young, if you're a teenager, like just recently you just started realizing like who the hell everybody was, you're not gonna let a 4th sword go inside your body, because 3 barely fits inside of a heart, you know? Or maybe there's people that are tearing you guys up, people that are tearing you up from your dreams. So whatever that case may be, that feeling of being torn is not allowing you to sign contracts and have belief in people anymore. And that feeling is very strong for you lately. I see that the next card I see is the Chariot, and it's in reverse. And I feel like you just want to go, and you want to really see someone so bad, or you just want to move out of your situation, or you just want to move towns, or you just want to move states or cities right now. But you want this change of home life. You want something different, but you know that you can't leave right now. You know, like wherever you want to go, wherever you're wishing to go, you can't go right now. And the reason is because, like, well, I already see the burdens, okay? I already see the burdens and I already see the frustration, but there's something else that's going to cause you issues. And if you want to leave, if you want to manifest, if you want to go to that next, then let's just say like your goal was to move an hour away or 2 hours away, or you wanted to change jobs. I see you lacking the patience for it. That's why. Because it takes a lot of damn work. You know, you're a perfectionist. You're going to want it done the right way. And if it's not done the right way, then you can't go. Like, it has to feel like 100% perfect with everybody and everything. Money has to be correct, and then you can go. But honestly, my dear Virgo, you don't have the patience for this project. If you really want what you want, why is the patience gone, my dear? I see the 10 of Wands, it's reversed, okay? And it's saying that you're tired of waiting. You're tired of waiting on people. You have been so disappointed already that you're tired of waiting, so it feels like you have to do it yourself. And it's because of the generosity that you have given to others. And it could be that you've like overgiven. I see that you're really generous. Maybe it's causing financial problems. Maybe it's causing you to go in debt because you were so generous. Maybe you've been having too many dates and you take too many people out to dinners. Maybe you're racking up your credit card bills just giving money away. Or maybe you just feel used. Maybe you're really, I know a lot of Virgos, they're hella good with money. But you just feel like you keep giving everything away. Or maybe if you're young, you just give your heart away too much. Something you've been given away too much is causing you to lose the right amount of patience that you need to have to leave. So if you want to leave, you better do it the right way. Virgo, you're not going to like your life if you don't do it the right way. If you keep telling me that you don't have the patience anymore, then you need to ask yourself, is this thing worth waiting for? Because if it's not worth waiting for, then you're really definitely wasting your time. You need to figure out now, is this thing worth waiting for? Because this generosity pattern is not going to change if that's what you think that it is going to happen. You already know what the world is. You already know what the world is now. Okay? If you're waiting on it to change, I don't see it changing right now. Maybe in some time, probably as fall goes by, but I see the same pattern of you donating. Okay? I don't know if you're very generous when it comes to relationships or when it comes to giving your heart away, but this card is your checks and balances are not normal. There's no even give and take. Maybe it could be like driving. Let's say like you have a best friend, you always have to drive out for them and they don't drive out for you or whatever, but there's no balance equal give and take. So it's an acceptance thing at this point. This is what I see for now. And this can be flipped around. It could be more generous later. And it's not until it's at acceptance. It's a possibility. I'm not saying it's 100% for sure that the tables will be turned. If I saw like a world card, there's a lot of 10s in your cards. I have at least 3 10s. 10s mean completion. So whatever cycle that you were going through before, Virgo, that cycle is not going to repeat itself anymore. Whatever you were doing, like if you guys were married for a very long time, you guys are getting divorced. If you were trusting someone for a very long time, but you're still being with them, it's like the clock broke. You finally figured something out. And it's not that happy family life. It's not that happy family life that you wished. And you're just thinking about that now. It's not that complete, ultimate, it's everything I wanted, everything I worked hard for. I was trying to be good. I was trying to do the right thing. I was doing everything I was supposed to do. They didn't understand I had so much on my shoulders. And I'm still getting blamed for it. Damn you guys. So I get it. Let's see why you feel like this. Okay, so it's Eight of Cups reversed. So it's you walking away from something that you didn't want to walk away from. I don't get it, but I guess you get it. You walked away from something that you didn't want to walk away from. I don't know. If it's a personal reading, I would see exactly crystal clear what's going on. But by the end of the month, either you're going to find some way to find yourself refuge again. I don't know if you're going to go take a vacation by yourself and then come back home and then do something crazy. Or you're going to finally be like, hey, I'm going to come, but you're going to put your foot down. But it's after this realization that you have been generous and you're going somewhere. So I'm not exactly sure at this point if it's just temporary or for vacation. It is Mercury retrograde, and this is not a personal reading. So probably sometime around next month or May, I'm going to start doing personal readings. We could go more into depth. You shouldn't be making any decisions right now anyway, so I'm not very adamant. I want the universe to do exactly what it's supposed to do right now. I am doing this on purpose. I'm not doing any personal readings right now. I'm going to do the right thing because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do the right thing from scratch, and that's what we like to do. So I'm going to leave you with this. I want you to start going in your mind and stop getting advice from other people, because you already know. You already know what the right thing to do is. The more time that you spend by yourself journaling and writing your thoughts is going to clear you more, okay? So spend time by yourself and start writing down your goals and really figuring out what you want to do, because I see you understanding yourself more the more you go in. So right now, it's going to be the time for introspection. Don't worry about hurting anybody's feelings. You're good, dude. Everybody knows. Everybody knows how secure you are. You don't need to go and explain yourself. You have been legit from the beginning. You were the one that criticizes everybody because they need to be on their toes. So you don't need to go and sit there and over-explain yourself. So I have your side. I have your back. They should know already what you have already done. You don't need to sit there and explain yourself. If you need to go and go sit in isolation to teach them a lesson. But I mean, if you care a lot about them, don't burn them so bad that they never want to talk to you. But people need to know, don't fuck with me. I've been so generous. No. Otherwise, I'm going to walk away and I'm going to go find my own special island. And you know what? I can. Because I am independent. I don't give a fuck. That's your attitude right now. But I love you, Virgo. I love you so much. I really apologize for cussing. I hope you guys are not offended. Because I always want to make sure that I respect all my people. But I just want to tell you guys, things will get better. Just stick to the people that are going to tell you the rightful truth. Don't choose a lot of people to be your best friends. I know you guys don't do that. You guys don't share everything to everyone anyways. I know that about you guys. But stick to your tried and true. If you have a tried and true, but also make sure that your tried and true is a good tried and true, not someone that will not fully understand you either. Because sometimes there are people that do not fully understand you. They have advice that hinder you. You don't want that. The way that you're going to know which advice to take is, first, you got to figure out what's the focus. What is the focal point? What is the end result? If I argue with this person because I want this little minor thing, is that going to help the end result? So let's say, if you guys are married and your spouse is not getting their shit together, if you're fighting with them, really, is that going to help them? No, it's not. It's you being loving and kind and nice. And if you can't do that, then go back to work. Go do the overtime. Screw it. Go do the overtime. What is it going to help? What is it going to hurt? I mean, it's going to help you, and it's also going to help them. And if you're at school, go do your homework. Distract yourself with that, because once you're distracted, you're going to have your own stuff together. And the more you have your own stuff together, you don't need to have anyone decide for you. You start realizing what the hell you want, and then you're so focused, and everything starts getting better and better automatically on its own for you. Okay, guys? All right, so this concludes my Virgo reading for March 2018. Thank you guys for joining me. Again, this is Donatella. Hope you guys have a great night. Enjoy.